On this all-new episode of Nightlife, we take you behind the scenes to the dinner where your Vegas Golden Knights received their 2023 Stanley Cup championship ring.
Oh my God. How do you get it out? How do you get it to stop spinning? That's unbelievable. I mean, come on, look at that. Kidding me?
And we get all the reactions from that special night.
It's a pretty massive ring. I don't know if you can really wear it anywhere, but I think it's always something that'll be cool to have, in the house, and something you're gonna have forever.
Plus, a look at how the stunning ring came to be.
We were able to utilize new materials. We laser cut pearl and just had that make up the ring.
All of that and more this week on Nightlife. Welcome into this brand new episode of Nightlife. One of the last special moments before the Stanley Cup banner took to the skies and the puck dropped on season number 7 was the Stanley Cup ring dinner, where the players received their much-anticipated ring, commemorating the run to the team's first championship. Both William Karlsson and Jack Eichel put on a mic for the special event.
All right, guys, the moment's almost upon us. The reason we're all here, which is the Stanley Cup rings will be presented. We're going to have some help doing it. How could you not have Elvis impersonators? Long live the king. Here they come. Elvises, you guys ready?
Is it not Paul?
So,
I wish they dressed Paul up.
Michael Amadio, first up.
Animal!
Will Carrier.
Oh, there's blackjack and rolling the ruler.
Jack Eichel.
Thanks, Elvis. Appreciate it, buddy.
Nick Hayes. William Karlsson.
Right here. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Don't open that yet.
All right, I'll try not to.
Viva Las Vegas.
The moment is here. We'll count it down. You want to all open them up at the same time. Here we go.
All right, how do I open it?
2, 1. Your Stanley Cup championship ring.
Hey. I shouldn't have said that, sorry.
They weren't kidding.
Oh my God.
I didn't know a ring could be this big.
I've never seen something so big in my life.
How do you get it out? How do you get it to stop spinning?
You see this in like those like adventure movies where they find gold in like old pyramids. Like, can I? Okay, yeah. People are touching it. It's spinning. How do I?
Yep, I want to touch it. Oh, there it is.
Let's see if it fits.
Oh yeah, that's unbelievable. I mean, come on, look at that. Kidding me?
Those are ridiculous.
This thing is so fat. How do I hold it? Wait. Oh no, it's stuck.
It's insane.
How do we get it off?
I don't know.
It's so cute.
The top of your ring actually comes off and it exposes the inner bowl of T-Mobile Arena.
It opens.
As a jeweler,
You spin the ring.
most precious to us is this exact moment right now. I get to see everybody's face.
It comes off. Oh, it spins.
What?
It is like an adventure movie. It's a
I know,
maze.
right?
This ring is a maze.
This is like the Holy Grail. Wow.
This is the best thing in the world. Look at that.
Oh wow. It's nighttime.
Don't forget, it turns into a pendant, so you can.
Oh, there's a hockey rink in here too.
Here.
Have you seen the little hockey rink in here? T-Mobile here.
How's it feel? Happy. When we won the Stanley Cup, it makes you a member of a very exclusive club.
So sick.
It forges a connection with every person
in this room tonight that's going to last a lifetime. It's always going to be a connection with the people here because we won, and how special that is. Just how you reflect about all of the people that were part of the journey.
Doesn't like Power Rangers have something like
And
that?
let's make it be.
They like power up?
Next year. See you in the Fortress
But we
Tuesday
all
night.
become golden?
Go Knights, go. Thank you.
Okay, there we go, there we go. Okay.
Congratulations and enjoy your night.
Time for our first break here on Nightlife. Coming up next, we sit down with some of the key folks in both the design and production of the Stanley Cup ring.
When we first met with them, they kind of had a really good, clear vision of what they wanted, what stories they wanted to tell, what design elements they wanted, and then we kind of went and refined it and brought our own twist to the ring.
Keep it locked, right here on Nightlife. Welcome back to Nightlife.
We've had an incredible owner here in Bill Foley and his family that are incredibly passionate about this team, and we've had great chemistry between ownership and management that's allowed us to be really different and unique. The Flyers were very aggressive and brash and confident in the way they did things, and we've tried to be the same way. And we've tried to make Vegas really special and really different, right down to little things like there's no other team in the NHL that wears the same color of helmets that we do, the gray helmets. There's no other team that started wearing white gloves permanently. And from little things to big things, we've just looked at it, there's a right way to do things and a wrong way to do things, and there's nothing in between, and we're going to do everything the right way.
What a special night, capped off with a special delivery. By now, you've probably seen pictures and video of the amazing ring. There are so many small features that commemorate the team's special run. We sat down with some of the folks that helped the ring's vision come to life.
I like that I'm looking at a Stanley Cup ring and the Vegas Golden Knights logo is right in the middle of it.
Our logo has been, who we are from day one, and I think that for me is what really stands out. And I guess, probably, maybe more importantly, the fact that it says Stanley Cup champions.
Kelly and I wanted to have a lot of input on what this looked like because everything we've done is done with the players in mind, looking through whatever we're doing through the lens of being a player. And what would the players want? My reaction was like everybody else's. It was like, holy smokes.
Did you ever think you were going to design a Stanley Cup ring?
No, absolutely not. I'm not a jeweler. That's never been anything I've even thought of in my wildest dreams. So this was a cool one to be a part of.
We wanted to be a bit more proactive and involved in the design, just based on the unbelievably talented and creative group that we have here. We wanted to own a lot of the lead and bring the vision to life.
We had to have a first draft over to George and Kelly and Bill. I think it was 2 days after we started it. So it was super rough, but just to get ideas in front of them and see kind of if we were going the right direction for them as well.
And the other piece that we were looking for is really innovation. We wanted to do something different. We wanted to do something that hadn't been done before. And that's where we felt that Jason of Beverly Hills was going to be the company to bring that vision to life.
When we first met with them, they kind of had a really good, clear vision of what they wanted, what stories they wanted to tell, what design elements they wanted. And then we kind of went and refined it and brought our own twist to the ring.
Right from the get-go, one of the things we really wanted to include was some sort of tribute to the October 1 victims. We've got the skyline kind of encircling the ring because they're such a big part, the city's such a big part of who we are as an organization.
I love the fact that, the top it removes and then it's going to be worn as a pendant, which allows it to be very versatile, but we also didn't want to stop there. We have an alternate top for the ring so that in the event you want to wear both the pendant and the ring at the same time, or you'd like your significant other to wear the pendant while you wear the ring, you can wear both at the same time without it feeling like it's an unfinished piece of jewelry. every design detail here is very intentional, down to the stone counts, down to the carat weights, down to the shape. We want you to be able to look at this ring and talk hours on end about the meaning and the storylines behind the ring.
The storytelling behind the ring was really important and an aspect that I felt I could help drive forward. For us, it was important to really connect three key components, and that was our city with the story of our season, with our fan experience.
The ring has 12 carats of diamonds, and the 12 carats represents the 12 combined goals that were scored in the final game. You have 16 stars across the front of the ring, which are the 16 playoff wins on the way to the championship. You have the Vegas skyline around the side with the T-Mobile Arena right in the center. You have 67 diamonds on the main logo on the front of the ring, which represents the total combined win total from last year. You got 54 points of diamonds on the Stanley Cup trophy on the side, which is the total all-time franchise playoff wins. So you have the playoff series scores on the side, you have the player name, you have the player number, and on the inside of the ring, you have Cup in 6, which was a quote from Mr. Foley, the owner, where he guaranteed that the team would win the Stanley Cup within 6 years, and that's exactly what happened.
And then always advance, which is Bill Foley's mantra. It's in the collar of our gold jersey and really just illustrated the mindset that the team had throughout the whole championship run to always advance and move on. So that connection right there between a core piece of our brand DNA to our city, to the team, really just encapsulated everything we were trying to accomplish.
We also have a rink on the inside of the ring. I've never had to design an ice rink, so we were able to utilize new materials. Like we utilized pearl. So we laser cut pearl and just had that make up the rink.
Trying to fit details in such a small piece. Like I've done all our center ice logos throughout the years, and it's such a big circle, but to be able to do something at such a small scale on that circle, like every day I pinch myself, and it's like I just was part of helping bring a Stanley Cup championship ring to life.
The weight of it, the size of it, the quality that has gone into it, the detail, I think was really, really nice, and they ended up with just a beautiful ring for our organization.
Time for another break here on Nightlife. Coming up next, hear from some of the players on what was an incredibly special night.
There's so many features of the ring, and one, just how gold it is. I think it's awesome, it's flashy, but I think taking it apart and seeing the ring on the inside, something special, and I've never seen that before, so I think that was a really cool, unique touch.
Keep it locked. Nightlife on Scripps Sports will be right back. Welcome back to Nightlife.
I guess I should thank George and Kelly for believing in this group. The 2021-22 season didn't go as planned, and they could have blown it up, but I think they believed in everybody who's putting on the jersey. It wasn't easy, I'm sure, to believe, but they brought in a great staff to go along with such a great group of players. We don't take lightly playing here, playing for this organization. I think everybody treats it as an honor. For me, it's especially an honor to be named the captain of this team. I always say it's easy to be the captain here when you have a group of guys who are all gelling in to play their roles, to just be a part of a team. It's addicting to win, and I think everybody in here wants to do it again. So I think for everybody in here, we don't take this for granted. We understand that it's not easy, but we believe that we can do it again. But with that being said, we're here to celebrate an incredible 82 games, an incredible 2 months of hockey. Cheers to an incredible season, and thank everyone in here.
You can hear it in the captain's voice. So many people's hard work culminated in this wonderful event. Trust, dedication, and passion, among other qualities from this organization, has put the team on a path few outside of Vegas thought possible. That being said, the players have always believed winning a championship to be in the cards, and opening up the ring box completed the journey.
I think you have an expectation going in as to what the ring will look like, and I honestly had pretty high expectations, but I was still pretty blown away.
They really nailed it, I think, looking at the Vegas skyline that goes around the outside, and it's definitely a special ring.
Wow, shock. It was a lot bigger than I thought, and it was amazing. Something I think I'll remember forever, and just really happy to be Golden Knight.
It was just so big, and spark
It's heavy, yeah, for sure. I mean, I was expecting it to be sparkly. I just didn't, the size was just massive.
It has like a little replica T-Mobile and, black dotted where we scored our goals from in Game 5. I mean, there's just so many details to it. And
there's so many features of the ring, and one, just how gold it is. I think it's awesome, it's flashy, but I think, taking it apart and seeing the ring on the inside, something special, and I've never seen that before, so I think that was a really cool, unique touch.
Knowing the organization and the way that they, how good they treat us, and knowing how Bill is, and, Vegas being Vegas, like you knew the ring was going to be spectacular, but I think we were all pretty blown away by it, and thank you to the organization, thank you to the the Foley family and everyone else that was involved. It's a pretty special, it's a pretty special thing to have.
And that'll be cool to have, in the house, and be able to, show people, and something you're gonna have forever.
Getting the rings is one of the most anticipated things after a win, so it was a good night.
Those are special moments, and I think it's important for us to enjoy it and enjoy each other, and you want to make sure you soak it all in.
One final break here on Nightlife. Coming up next.
Getting your name on the cup is an honor. Getting a Stanley Cup ring is really an honor. They are material things, but they're really incredible, significant material things.
Stay with us right here on Nightlife. Welcome back to Nightlife.
When we won the Stanley Cup, it makes you a member of a very exclusive club. It forges a connection with every person in this room tonight that's going to last a lifetime. There's going to be a 10-year reunion, a 20-year reunion, whatever those milestones are as we grow older. It's always going to be a connection with the people here because we won. Well, I remember when George hired me, it was one of the questions I asked. If we do our jobs well, can we win? And I think we really started to realize early on, before we'd ever drafted a player in expansion, that there's a chance that this franchise could be really, really special. And I think that it has been. We're so proud of you guys for delivering the championship. We're proud of the people that have done the legwork in the amateur scouting and the pro scouting staffs, the hard decisions that we've made as a management team. It all really feels worth it when it ends with a championship like it did for us. In closing, I just want to recognize the players that aren't here tonight. Of course, Quickie, LB, Phil, Teddy Bluger, and Smitty. And Smitty, obviously, being one of the originals, I know that put a hole in all of our hearts. It was a really tough thing to do. The thing we do feel good about is he leaves a champion. And again, they're connected to this group just because they're not here tonight. Doesn't mean that they won't always be a big part of what we accomplish. So congratulations and enjoy your night.
Winning the Stanley Cup means so much to so many. Here is part 2 of our sit-down with some of the people that led the way.
When you reflect on what's gone on in the past few months, winning is the most important thing. That's why we do this. We had a real clear vision of what we thought a championship team needed to look like. We worked towards that goal. We tweaked the roster to make it as good as it could be, and to see it actually happen. I really have found myself reflecting on a lot of that stuff, and I think that the ability to share it with the people that you won it with, that for me is all really, really memorable stuff.
3, 2,
Thanks, Elvis. Appreciate it, buddy.
1. Your Stanley Cup championship ring.
They weren't kidding.
Championship ring.
That's unbelievable. I mean, come on, look at that. You kidding me?
The ring here is the most expensive ring in Stanley Cup championship ring history. It is the largest, but it's Vegas. And in Vegas, you got to go big or you go home. So we decided that that's exactly what we wanted to do. And I think Mr. Foley really wanted to reward the players with the best ring ever, and that's exactly what he did.
At the ring dinner, I actually waited for everybody else to open because I was curious to see what the player reaction was to it. Seeing Jack Eichel, seeing Carlson, just seeing the guys who hadn't been a part of this process or hadn't seen kind of the final versions, and even the guys that were, to see their reaction from our players, which this ring is supposed to represent their journey and their success, that was by far the best part.
This is the best thing in the world. Look at that. It's better than I expected. It's insane.
It's not something you wear every day, but this is Vegas. We wanted it big and beautiful and kind of noticeable.
How's it feel?
Heavy.
And so then you tell the story and you let people handle it. You let people look at it. It's just a great experience for everyone that's been a supporter of this club too.
You're going to wear it on special occasions, but it's going to be something that'll stay in your family forever, whether it's passed on to son or daughter or what have you. It's going to be one of the more valuable pieces that a family ever acquires.
Getting your name on the cup is an honor. Getting a Stanley Cup ring is really an honor. They are material things, but they're really incredible, significant material things, and I will never forget that. I'll look at the Stanley Cup in a different way for the rest of my life.
For me, the ring, it's material, but it's symbolic also, and that kind of the crowning achievement of what we did. That's what guys will always have as a a memory from being Stanley Cup champions is the ring.
That's all the time we have this week, Golden Knights fans. Make sure to tune in next week for a special episode about leadership. Oh, and we spin the roulette wheel for the first time this season. Catch you next week, VGK faithful.